child proposed that she could take you to what is her home, the commune, deeper into the forest to the north, and that she offered that she knows the way and can take you there as well, and that's safe. And it's really up to you whether she wants to leave, and says it'll be about a day and a half maybe to get there.
Yikes.
So you would have to make camp at some point along if you chose to go along with that. You're at about afternoon right now. And I mean, you can either let her go, you can take her there, or, whatever else you choose. So
Just
what are you...
I think I'm not about to casually pull out a torch. I don't know.
Cause the child explode.
Yeah, dude. Look, this is bad shit. This is like it is for the best interest of the kid to be deceased.
Were we traveling towards? We were traveling, right? Like at the end, we were just. I think we decided we were going to go to where this girl was.
We were going to. Yeah, we were going to take the elf lord and the girl to this place, but the elf was, just completely hiding from us, which from now what we know probably was just completely taken over by Moander at that point.
Well, yeah,
get the kid out
I meant at the end of last session, we decided where did we decide we were going to go, because we were going to go somewhere.
I don't know if we did.
I think it was on the table to take her.
Okay, gotcha.
North, but if you guys want to revise that or or talk it out, no decision was kind of...
Yeah, I don't know, because
well, I wouldn't have told Rowan about that stuff until after we left. That's the thing.
Okay.
Because how am I going to tell him about this? You know what I mean? We could walk away from
chilling next to them. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I guess we could have done that. We could have walked away. All right, where are we going then? Are we taking this kid back?
Yeah, I think so.
How, Kyle, how hard do you think it would be to dig a grave by hand? Because I'm pretty sure we don't have any tools.
Yeah, I think... about how big of a grave are you talking? Like a
approximately
standard
the size of the elf noble.
Alright, so yeah, like a standard grave by hand. It would be all three of you, or?
I mean, I'd have to ask them.
I was gonna say, hit him with a...
I think, so... Good news is the explosion would have helped a little bit with the first part.
Oh yeah, there's a solid crater in the middle.
Yeah, so you would have a bit of a hole. I'd say it would take you a couple hours, maybe till dusk, since you could probably repurpose some of the wood and stuff. But you'd be at it for a couple hours.
I'd help you dig a grave.
Yeah, if it means a lot to you.
I would help.
Yeah. Because the dude he was just a dude, he was just taken over by Moander.
Yeah,
he deserves to be returned to the earth.
Francis would help in this situation.
Oh yeah, sure. Rowan would help because it means a lot to the cat.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, I'll be like, I know that elf noble.
And look, we're not
a lot of trouble, but he was still a person and deserves a proper burial.
We're not toolless. I do have my mess kit, which should in fact include a spoon. Yeah. This tin box contains a cup and simple cutlery. Yeah.
Depending on how you want to bury him, because most of his front was burnt off. I know you'd probably want to bury him with more respect, but you could technically fold him into a smaller package, But
didn't that guy's arms disintegrate?
Yeah, he is very, he's kind of half bones, but
yeah,
if you want to do it respectfully, you'll be here till dusk.
I would just chuck his body into the big crater.
Yeah, dude. Put him in the crater. Yeah, we dig a little bit into the crater because it's not all the way. We gotta dig a little bit.
Yeah.
And yeah, the mess kit the box of it clamps together. One side of it can be used as a cooking pan, and the other side as a plate or a shallow bowl. So we can scrape with that. Yeah. We're scraping.
All right, so you make a I won't say a lovely grave for him, but it's certainly one that would pass muster, for any soldier dead on the field.
An unmarked shallow grave, the burial he deserved.
Yeah.
So you do get him, and just as the sun is starting to dip below the horizon, you put the last layer of earth over him, and from there, I'm not sure if you would want to commend him to a particular god, or just leave him for.
Let's commend him to Moander, honestly.
That seems out of pocket.
So you offer your I'm not sure if we'll call them prayers, but he sent on his way.
I hit him with like a random marking on my chest, and I'm just like, pick a god and pray, elf man, and I'm out.
All right. So the child does not help, but she stands by, and you do see her hands clasped in prayer, but she doesn't offer any voice as you send him off to whatever awaits him. So after the end, she looks to Gira, who has been probably the most outwardly supportive, and
guys.
reaches out for
silently plotting her assassination.
Reaches out for Gira's hand and asks, "Sir, will you take me home now?"
Yes, of course. We will escort you home now. We just needed to send him off properly. I understand he was an agent of Moander in a sense, but he still had a life and a soul.
Oh yes, he was. I'm sure he was someone much kinder in the past.
But yes, we can be off now. Rowan, Francis, are you ready?
Let us go.
Away we go. As I'm downing some whiskey that I poured one out for the guy.
So you head off into the woods, and not soon, but it isn't a very long time until you get back under the more natural canopy of the forest, and starts to give way to just maybe too quiet, but Francis would at least recognize that there isn't a lot of animal life around, that it's very that really it seems not dead, but just deserted. And as you progress along, you find yourself in a normal clearing. A normal clearing with just a small stream nearby, bubbling. And it seems like it would be a good place to make encampment. It's drawing late, probably about midnight, and you've been up since the early hours of the morning, as well as dug a grave. So you find yourself pretty exhausted. Is this a situation where you would want to camp, or would you want to push through into the next day and try to get her home?
No, we probably camp.
Yeah, I think
I have 8 HP. I should. Yeah.
Yeah, we do a little resting.
Yeah. So if you do take a long rest, we'll go ahead and use up some of your rations as well. I'm not sure if you guys have anything in particular that you'd want to do with your camp beyond just the normal setup and so forth.
I don't think so.
All right, so nothing happens over the course of the night, and
oh god,
you
I just love fucking rolls 11, a very normal area.
It's pretty average.
How many rations did we use up? How many were you?
So, in the morning, you find that maggots have crawled through about 4 of your rations each and consume them. They're very fat, and they move incredibly slowly. So you're not quite sure where they would have come from, but they have crawled into all of your sacks and swiftly devoured the food.
It's fun. 5 rations.
Yeah. I have 5, and then 3 I found somewhere else. But
You say we lose 4?
Yeah, 4 each. Gira, you awake with the child just curled up tight against you, clearly seeking some shelter.
You.
Is she asleep, or
Yeah, she's asleep.
is there anything I notice about her particularly?
So you would notice that she's very cold and that she's shivering. And
her internal organs have been eaten.
Yeah, so you would notice that.
Stop rolling.
But otherwise, she seems relatively normal. If a little pale, she's probably getting sick. You know.
Is there like any blankets or anything that we have? I don't think so.
I mean, I have a blanket.
Well, I have a bedroll, but that's it.
Yeah, bedroll.
No, I have specifically a blanket. I have a hemp winter blanket.
Shit.
I guess I would just offer it to you if you're asking.
Is Francis awake as well?
Yeah, I mean, I would just be in my tent. I guess, yeah, Kyle, go ahead.
Well, yeah, you all would have awoken around the same time, you know.
Oh, if you were morning, yeah, if you want to borrow the blanket, yeah.
So this would be early in the morning, just underneath the canopy, relatively quiet. So if you do choose to wake the child and offer the blanket, is that what you were planning on, Francis, or?
Or no, I thought Giro was asking me for the blanket. My bad.
Yeah.
Jeez, trying to just
Stop rolling! I swear to God.
that was a fake
20
roll.
rolls,
Just
die.
full disclosure, I accidentally moved it.
Yeah.
but okay.
So I would give Gira the blanket for sure.
All right.
Yeah. I would just put it on top of the girl.
So that wakes the girl, and you would all right. So when you look at her, you see someone so vulnerable and so in need of protection in that moment, in her sick, bleary eyes. You feel a kinship with her, and you would see her just that moment of raw vulnerability.
No.
So
Be looking at Francis and Rowan like, we need to get to her home very soon. She's not well.
So she would hold on tight to Gira. She reaches out.
Yeah, she's definitely gotta go. All right.
In a hoarse whisper, she says, "If we can get to my home soon, they can help me. I'm having such a hard time thinking, but it's just a little further north."
Yes, I promise we will move as quick as we can.
Do you, before you continue on your journey, do you all have anything else? Rowan and Francis would probably perceive this. You know, there isn't a lot else happening in the forest at this time, but
I think if you're gonna do something, Rowan, you better do it before we arrive at our destination. That's all I'm saying. But if you don't, then I guess we'll just see what happens when we get there.
Jesus
I'll leave it up to you,
Christ.
though, man. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm sticking with Gira and his decisions.
Oh dear God. This definitely ain't the time. It ain't the time.
And I say that fully knowing that Gira's probably gonna kill himself eventually.
Oh God. Yeah, we hold.
okay. So, anything else? If you go further into the forest, for Francis, now you'll be back in what you would consider your favorite terrain. You know, this would be more or less a natural forest. So you would probably make good time if for the fact that she is not sick and clearly leads you in several circles as you progress along.
Damn it.
So
Wow.
so Francis would notice probably at the second time that she's led you more or less in a circle, you are still traveling north. The sun has started to get fuzzy through the canopies, and there's a little bit of a unnaturalness to the air. It's cold, but not so cold that it's more of a lack of sunlight than like an unnatural chill
Oh, no.
as you progress deeper in.
Oh man. I think because we're just traveling along just as far, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I would hold up my hand. I would say hold. Something's not right. I feel like we've been here before. This doesn't seem right. Is there any way? Do any of us have any way of detecting any kind of magical interference? Something? Kind of detect magic spell or something?
I don't really know the slightest thing about magic personally. I just got my knives.
I also have not practiced the magical arts.
Can I just do a perception check at least? Just my surroundings?
Yeah, of course.
So 21.
All right. So you not only notice that you've been, thankfully not for very long, but you seem to have been drifting east rather than north. And you notice that as you piece together where you are and kind of orient yourself, that you've definitely gone in a circle at least once, more than once. As you look around, you see that there is just the slightest hint of rot in the area that you would recognize from before from the temple. You see some trees scattered in the midst that are withered, and the grass is not as lush as it was. So you've clearly been drifting off course. Whether or not it was on purpose, you wouldn't be able to perceive that. But you've wasted most of the day, and you're getting near dusk again.
So upon noticing that, I think I would, I'd have to let you guys know. I would just say we've been drifting away, not north. We haven't been going north. We've been drifting to the east. I don't know if this is. I think I would look at the girl and say, "Do you know that we've been drifting east a little bit?"
So she looks back at you with bleary eyes. No, I thought we were heading north towards Elkhart.
I don't know the layout. I don't know where Elkhart is, but I would. But we've definitely not been going north. We've been going northward, but definitely not northward. I'm also seeing signs of kind of where we just left. It feels like the rotten trees and whatnot.
Well, it's a good thing we have the tracker extraordinaire with us. I'm sure. I mean, if anything, you probably get us there way better than a child.
Would I know where we're going, like how to get there?
You probably know how to stay north. It should be pretty easy to
tell which way is north. Yeah.
Yeah, you should know how to keep remaining on north.
Okay, I mean, I can lead the party if that's what we desire. We desire to go straight north.
The girl frowns while you discuss this and say, I can get us home. It's just we just need to look for the lights in the trees, and that's usually where Elkhart is.
Well, now we know what we're looking out for.
Yeah, she'll be able to keep us safe. You just need to look for the lights in the trees. That's how you know that you're still safe in the forest.
Lights in the trees.
Well, we'll stay safe with our big old lion man here.
I think I would keep an eye out for. I would make a mental note of that and keep an eye out for. I don't know, maybe lights in trees, something like that. Maybe like a lightning bug. I don't know, something. Any kind of form of glowing or lighting. While we would try to go north, I guess.
All right. So as you progress, I think that if Francis was taking over, am I understanding that's kind of Francis is taking over, leading the group?
Yeah, just to try and go north.
All right. So you would not need to roll. You're very familiar, even if it's a bit of a foreign sort of area. You would still be able to find your way. It takes most of the day because of a late start, but in the distance, you would begin to notice lights in the trees, and as you come closer to those lights, you would perceive something else, a light further down on ground level.
This forest does not look much better.
So,
oh my God.
Come out. The trees are thin here, thinner than they have been. And Francis would notice that there have been some birds singing weakly in the trees, but overall there's still a heavy kind of sickness in a lot of the plants, and you notice a lot of the ones closer to the ground have already begun to die or wither.
Shit. This is
This
insane.
little camp.
Can we see all this? Holy crap.
So you would notice the lights in the trees. I think you would generally make out the shape of the platforms up above.
That's crazy.
You would see the light off to your right, and there is, besides the sound of the birds, basically no other noise as of yet. So
God damn.
So from here, you'd be free to make your move. Now that you see, you would notice many more lights as well.
I think we should go to this little flame on the ground over here to our right, or at least approach it.
And you can move. You can move freely as of now, just so you're aware.
Yeah, there's a nice little
I'd
nice
ask
little stream over there.
Do you guys think, or should we move forward and maybe we can find something at the base of these trees? It appears to be like platforms up there. It's crazy.
There's definitely something up there. I don't know what that is.
Tree houses.
I mean, I figure this is the kid's village, huh? That kid?
Is this where you're from?
Yeah, let's actually,
She looks at the group and says, "Not where I'm from, but close to it."
Can you receive help here, or should we
Yeah,
keep
you ever
moving?
been here?
Oh, I've been here before. I've spent at least a year or two with everyone here.
So is it
It
safe?
won't hurt you.
Well, I mean, good enough for me.
So she moves sluggishly, and after looking past Gira towards the flickering light in the distance, and begins to not shamble, but definitely she's moving at a slow and almost painful pace towards the light.
Can I offer to pick her up and like carry her over there?
So she would accept that gratefully, and you'd be able to pick her up, and she'd be more or less dead weight in your arms.
Okay. Let's head over here. She seemed interested in this location.
So as Gira gets closer, you would notice an elven woman sitting on a log facing what appears to be a campfire.
Oh.
She looks up as you clear the canopy, and she does not seem surprised at all by your presence, and waves you forward.
Hello.
Gonna kind of look around to make sure this isn't like a trap or anything,
True.
just to be absolutely sure. She seems very welcoming.
Roll perception.
Yeah, you all can roll for perception.
Oh, okay. So
Meow.
I got 17.
Got 19.
So,
I got an 18.
all right, so
Basically the same.
in the darkness, you would notice figures on the
Actually, I got
platforms, all along the railings, looking towards you. Some of them that are more lit, you would notice the glint of metal or some other reflective object. Clearly, not a friendly thing to be pointing at you.
Ah,
At this point, the girl would pat Gira's arm and whisper, "Can you let me down, please?"
Yes, of course. We'll just put her down.
So she begins to walk towards the woman.
oh.
As she gets to the edge of the fire, she stops, and there's clearly concern in the elf woman's face. "I'm Elkhart. Who are all of you?"
Oh, it's a long story. I'm Personally, I'm from far away, but I'm on an adventure right now.
Didn't the kids say we were going to Elcart?
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess that's who we're looking for.
During our travels, I grouped up with these two fine men behind me, and we came across the child. She needed help, so we are bringing her back to her home so she can...
Yeah, we found her in a
receive
slaver
help.
camp, and we promised we'd take her back to our town.
Slavers. So, how long have you all been in the forest? Where did you come from?
Oh no, what was the name of our town?
I lived in the town. I lived in Prim, or near Prim. But the town...
God, he doesn't have the wisdom to know that's not what she means.
So, Rowan and Francis, you would perceive that the girl has walked past the fire, is not looking at Elcart, and is starting to get close to the edge of the river.
Oh God.
Interesting.
Actually, no, I don't think I would react.
So,
Yeah,
Dale,
no reaction,
we came from
it's
the
out of the
south.
corner. I'm keeping an eye on her.
Yeah.
so
I'm
she looks.
staying that woman is staying in my perceiving.
So, she looks shocked that you came from the south. Like, you came from the south? I need you all to come to the fire.
Oh yeah, welcome to the fire. Do I walk up to the fire without any struggle?
Roll for Constitution.
Yeah, roll for Constitution.
Yeah,
I blow up.
So you all are close to the fire, and Kira, you feel an unnatural fear as you come closer.
No!
So would you be able to make a wisdom?
Yes. Let me see what my wisdom is. +1.
Nice.
Isn't it kind of a bet?
Oh, I'm
if he
fucked.
wins? Yeah, it's like
All right. So you are paralyzed by a fear that's not your own, as you're on the edge of the fire, and Elcart looks at you in concern. You there?
I can't sweat
cat.
because I'm a fucking cat, but like, just imagine sweating, like nervous sweating.
So the woman looks at you in concern. You said you came from the south. So the cat, was the cat hurt? You, human man. What happened? How were you able to come here? Who brought you here?
really, we brought ourselves here. I mean, our entire plan was to we saved the girl from the slaver's cart with an elf noble man. They said that they were living in the north. We offered to accompany them, and then the elf man just kind of got possessed by what we perceive, I think, is Moander. I mean, that's what the bard was telling us about. We blew him up, so that happened, and then yeah, now we're coming this way.
So you've met Moander and you're enemies of him, but this one's infected. Who's the girl?
I don't
that
know
one's
that he's
infected?
infected. He just got damaged by a massive explosion. He's just afraid of fire now. That's all it is. He's just got a fear of fire now for now.
Rowan is completely debating whether he lies or not. I have to think about it. Do I tell the woman that, or do I try to convince the woman that, oh yeah, we there was tentacles in them, but we got them out, because that's what entirely he believes? Or do I pick up that Francis is withholding information? I don't know.
At Gira, at this point, you would feel a compulsion not to go near the fire, but the fear would have passed, so you would more or less be able to react.
Also, do I see the kids slowly drift away? Did I keep my perceiving on her like I said?
Yeah, you would still perceive her. So she is near the riverbank. Yeah, she's near the riverbank, up to her knees, just staring out into the water. And Elcart is not aware. Francis, you would hear her kind of.
So you're saying our friend is infected? Clearly we have to test out our little girl here too.
Can I?
What little girl?
Hang on.
Oh,
Can I like get close got in the middle of this and whisper to her, do you have a way to cure this disease?
There
Because
isn't
the
any.
girl over there that we brought definitely still has it.
As long as Molander lives, there's no way to cure this. If his presence is here in the world,
How do we rid
There's
its
nothing to
presence?
could you roll perception, or
Me?
you could choose between insight or perception.
Which one's higher?
Are we all doing that or just him?
Insight's 5, so fuck yeah.
So you all
Ooh.
are aware of this conversation. You can each choose to roll either perception
13.
or insight. Francis would have the first reaction to this.
13.
All right, so you would have 13.
I'm not even worried about their conversation. I'm already in the process of going to get the girl.
All right. So Gira, you would see Gira and Francis both would see him move that way. So you rolled an 8, correct?
Yep.
All right.
I think I got like a 6.
And so Francis would be the, I believe, the only one that would. Your bonus was 3, correct? So
Mine's 5.
5. Okay, yeah. So you would perceive as she answers that she's holding something back. His presence is here in the forest. The forest is safe, but our place here is to hold the rot back.
How do we fight this rot?
As I move a little closer to the kid.
So
This sounds like a much more complicated problem than we have been led to believe.
So, in the next few moments, a few things happen very quickly.
Oh boy.
Rowan first,
Oh no.
if we want to think of this as kind of as an issue, Rowan would notice that the girl is heaving like she's sick. In the darkness, you would just see her form kind of bent over as she's about knee deep now in the edge of the river.
Jesus Christ.
So
Good
what
God.
would your reaction be? You would be able to move your max move distance. You could take an action. Or
I think I'm getting in. Yeah, my max movement is 30, so I'd be able to like get in, grab her, and then move a tiny bit.
Okay.
So yeah, second verse, same as the first. We're grabbing the child again.
Oh my god.
Been here
No.
before.
As you tell me what that looks like. You grabbing her.
All right. Well, I walk up behind her. I notice that she's heaving. All I can really see is the back of her head and everything like that. So my arms are going around sort of like her waist, and I'm like just pulling back onto the land.
All right. Could you do a strength check?
Woo! This is a flat 0.
Hey,
I'll take a 12.
not bad.
All right. So a 12. As you begin to lift, it is not the same as when you tackled her
Oh
before.
dear God!
You feel her come up a little bit, and then it's her feet snag on something in the water that is holding her down, and it's almost like you're pulling on the end of a rope, and no matter how hard you try to lift her,
The tentacles have gone
she
out
hits
of
an
her foot.
Oh
edge.
dear God! Yeah. I'm just I pull on her. I give her a good tug, and I'm just like the expression out of my face sort of leaves. I'm just like, oh no. I look over my shoulder. I'm just like, hey, can I get any help over here? The girl's a wily one.
So, Francis, if you would react next, as you would notice Elkhart during your discussion, see this. Everyone in the group would perceive what's happening with Rowan. Elkhart pushes
I'm clearly
past
hiding behind
Francis,
this very big leaf.
and she she starts running forward and says, "You have to get out of there. That river is sacred."
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry about your river. Yeah, I'll just get the kid out. It's okay. Another big yank to try and get the kid out of the river.
So she's furious. Everyone would perceive that in her voice as she yells, "No, you don't get it. You need to get out of there. That feeds the whole forest."
Give him a hand.
Yeah.
Gira, give him a hand.
I don't know, another strike check to get the kid out. It's just like, yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't. I'm not meaning to mess up your forest river. Yeah.
So
keep trying to pull the kid out.
So Francis, what would your reaction be as this is happening? So sudden noise, him calling, Elkart's pushed past you.
I don't think I would try and help to get the kid out, but I would tell Gira to help try and pull the kid out.
Yeah. I've already started walking over there to help out.
Yeah, I would just stand back and kind of see what's going on for the most part.
It's like I'm the big muscle guy. I should
before
have
any of all of this happened, my initial plan was to pick up the kid and put her by the fire to see what would happen. And now things have gotten drastically out of hand.
So she's still heaving. Rowan is pulling on her. Gira, you've walked over. What's your plan as you see this?
Going to kind of step by Elkhart and kind of offer an apology momentarily as I continue to come over to the side.
Yeah, just
actually this time I'm gonna try and come around her and actually look at her face first, like see what's going on in front of her.
Gira, you see in the pale darkness black strands that with every heave that she has, every couple seconds heave, these strands are starting to come out of her mouth and are desperately thrashing towards the water.
Okay, well obviously that's not good. I'm like, oh man. And just based on intuition, I'm going to be like, oh, I can't allow that to reach the water. That could be really bad. So I'm just going to like immediately grab her as well and start trying to pull her towards land.
So as you grab her and start to pull, Rowan and Gira, you would both notice that as her heaving grows more intense, her next heave, it's almost like her body is beginning to deflate as you're pulling on.
Jesus Christ!
On her.
The parasite.
So if you both want to give one more strength roll before the next moment happens, and then Francis after their roll, you would be able to react.
Give me a 20, baby. Oof.
Us right now.
That's just a 10. That's just a 10.
Oh man. I think I would have my spear at the ready. Do I still have that spear? I had it on my back.
Yeah. I do my pull, and at the same time, I'm just saying, get some fire quick.
Some fire.
Yikes.
All right. So
I guess I would do that.
You, Gira, you would perceive the same thing that Rowan did. That sort of jerk her up and then snap. And the tendrils are very close to the water now. Elkhart lets out a scream of horror as she tries to dart around Rowan, and you see her summon a sort of a club that is shimmering in the light as she raises it above her head, and is screaming in rage towards the child. So, Francis,
yes,
what would your reaction be to all this?
Okay, so I'm in agreement with the She called this water sacred, and now the elf is like, the eel is like, I need to get in there. I would be in agreement.
Yeah, if this is sacred water, yeah, we gotta get this fucking nasty ass kid out of it.
I would try and stab past Rowan, in between Rowan and Gira, and try and stab the fucking kid.
Okay. A normal attack roll.
Yeah.
You
I don't know what that is, but what is that? Just a D20?
Just your D20 with your like either dex. A spear, I think, is
that would you'd be using
finesse.
strength.
Strength.
It depends on the spear.
Oh, is it?
It depends on the
It's
spear.
like
Let me
just a
see.
standard.
It's just a standard spear. I'm two-handing it.
Spear, 1d6 piercing, thrown,
yeah, it would be
versatile.
versatile.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
strength. Just strength.
Yeah.
Okay, so I rolled a 15, which is I have just 0 in strength. So
All right.
Gotcha.
So you would
Yeah, that's a good roll.
you would hit her, and then if you want to roll for damage on that,
it's a D8.
Yeah.
So I'm two-handing it. I think that's how that works, right?
Yes, sir.
+3, so 8.
all right. So you are more than successful. The spear
Plus 3.
pierces
Why
her.
+3? To hit, you would add your proficiency, because since it's a simple weapon, you're proficient in those. And I think rangers are proficient in martial weapons too, so you'd have proficiency like anything. But you don't have any strength, so like you don't have anything to add. You would have +3 if it was a dexterity weapon, because I think you have 16 dexterity. But yeah.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah, if it was a dexterity based
It's just strength.
weapon.
Okay.
Yeah, strength is just strength. If it was a finesse weapon, you can choose to do dexterity with those, which is why, like your bow, you get your +3 there. But since it's a spear, like you don't really get anything. You get the +2 to hit with proficiency, but other than that, nothing else.
Right.
So the 5 that you got, it as the are you aiming for like a particular area of her, or are you just kind of like
No, kind of like center
whatever
mass.
sticks? Okay.
Straight through the chest.
Yeah. So you do you pierce through what go in, and you feel the spear pierce through, and it breaks out to a spurt of black bile, the same as the myconids that you've seen, as it sprays out into the water and begins to spread like an ink's jet. The girl, you feel a shudder in the spear as the girl heaves again, and you see her begin to go slack, almost like a deflated balloon, over the spear, as all of the mass in her kind of swells up towards her head. So
Good
you've dealt her a blow that would kill any normal creature. So as this happens and Elkhart sees the bile, you see a look of horror, but she still has the club raised above her head in that instant as this happens. Kira, you would perceive this, the spear going through her, Elkhart preparing to at least what you perceive to brain the girl, and then these tentacles. So what would your reaction be in this moment?
Shit, let me think.
I know what Rowan's thinking. Rowan is completely ready.
He's just gonna be like, I feel like Gira would just be like, he's still shaken up by like the fire thing. Like he's still kind of not in his right mind.
Oh yeah, true.
He would just be kind of just completely fucking confused at seeing a spear just go through her chest. Like he didn't see it coming. It's just like he just saw the spear go straight through on the other side. He's just gonna look back and forth at Francis. And he's just gonna
spear in his hands.
Francis is just gonna have a blank expression.
That guy's desensitized.
Can I do another strength check to try and pull her out again?
Definitely.
Bro, I am not getting strength. That would be a 12.
Right. So she does not budge again. You do start to feel the with all of the yanking and jerking that's happened, you start to feel the bottom of the river giving way as she sort of pulls up a bit, and you think maybe one or two more good tugs you would be able to drag her out. As you're pulling her, you feel again that she's deflated and something writhing inside of her. So in this moment, Rowan would not see this, but only Gira would perceive her eyes looking up at her, tears in them, as whatever child she once was bubbles to the surface in these last few moments. So, Rowan,
Oh no.
what would you choose to do?
Oh, at this point, yeah, I imagine I see sludge and tentacles in the water, right?
Yes, it's just you're in that split millisecond right before the tentacles touch the water, and you see the blackness already blooming out almost at your feet.
Oh dear God. Oh damn it! It's a split-second thing, not a 6-second thing.
You know in the next moment that something, whatever this is going to happen.
Damn it! The original plan was, since that's 30 feet away to the campfire, to possibly dash so I could have 60 feet of movement and run over and grab a log of fire from the campfire and get back over. But there's no time. There's no time. What do? Oh God.
How did the Gira's strength check not work at all?
Yeah, it was a 12. He knows
Rolling
that.
like shit.
Yeah, he knows that the next like 1 or 2 pulls will get the kid out of the water.
I
But
figured,
only Gira kind of perceived that.
yeah, I figured stabbing the kid would make it a lot easier to pull him out.
Oh yeah, get some leverage. Put my knife in the kid's side to pull up.
I wasn't even
you're
talking
so
about that.
right. Dude, you're so fucking right.
I would,
you're
yeah,
so
I would
right.
think that.
Yeah, can I
that's
get
a plan.
advantage if I can I get advantage by stabbing the kid in the side to get a different leverage?
Yeah, I think in that moment you would perceive that as especially in the desperation that would give you an advantage for sure.
Oh hell yeah! Cause I'm already speared that shit. Yeah, I'm already speared that bitch. Did that dice fucking disappear?
Yeah, it
What the
disappeared the
fuck?
one in your hand. My bad.
Oh, you did it? I was like, what the hell happened? Alright, you got a 5, and we got... No way, dude!
Bruh.
All right.
That's a clean 5. So, knife clean in the kid's side, and I'm still just not
Pulls out
strong
the
enough.
knife immediately.
The knife just like
cuts
slices
it.
through her. Yeah.
Yeah, several things happen in succession. The knife goes in like you're just cutting through butter, and it keeps going
Oh god.
in that moment, whether because of too much force or just an unlucky angle. You slit them open, and more tentacles begin to spill out. Elkhart's her chalet comes down on the child's head, and it doesn't quite shatter it like you would expect. It's
Mush.
it's not even mush. It simply collapses down like clay. The tentacles in the front spill out at that moment. Gira would see as the head is collapsing that it propels the tentacles and spray out towards the water.
Jesus Christ.
And then she would finally tear free at that moment, upward still on the spear as tendrils begin to crawl up it towards Francis. So
Go ahead.
Oh no. Yeah, it would be Francis's moment to respond to this, and then everyone who's in the water as the tentacles spray out into it.
I try to run towards the fire.
Oh
Okay.
yeah. Yeah, drop the spear, fucking get to the fire.
So
who was that? It was like here.
yeah, we're out there.
Can I like grab a log and like come back?
Yeah, you would be able to come back with a burning log.
I don't know, because I'm just gonna scare it into the fucking water though, and we don't want it. In
I
the
mean,
water.
if you get the fire, if you get the fire close enough, it like explodes. So hopefully,
I think it would be
kill
afraid of the
the
fire.
tentacles.
So I
Yeah.
want to see if it's like afraid of the fire.
Well, I mean, like we did test with it at the tavern a long time ago. Whenever the fire was close enough, the tentacle completely exploded.
Well, yeah, but like, is it gonna know that it's going to explode and try and get away from the fire, or is it just gonna be like, oh, exploding? I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, I mean, like, I don't think it has an option if you're fast enough.
Oh, well, what am I fast enough trying to do? I just want to see
Put
if
the log to it.
Sorry?
I mean, like,
If it explodes, it'll damage us.
that's fine. It's better than tentacles and black ooze getting into this sacred water. I detonated a tactical nuke on Gira last session. I think Rowan is chilling with tentacles being destroyed out of the sacred water by any means necessary.
I would grab one and I would try and throw it at it.
All right,
Okay.
you want to. When you say it, are you talking about the spear?
The tentacles. I mean, there's like a mass of tentacles ish, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it would be
'cause
kind
they're
of
wriggling up the
sort
spear.
of in this area here.
Yeah. Can I like grab like a log that's on fire and throw it at that?
Yeah, you could chuck that. It would
It's gonna
it
do
would be
damage.
hard, I think, from trying to chuck it. And
I guess I
hit
could
with
run to like
tentacles.
right here and throw it.
Yeah, it would be a difficult task, but you could certainly try. I would have you roll an attack roll if that's the path you want to take. And you would, as if you were, using a ranged weapon.
Yeah. So I sprint from here to here, grab not sprint, but just run over here, grab that, and then run back to like here. There's enough, and then throw it from about right there
All right.
to wherever he is, like right over there. I don't know, at the 15 feet. Pretty difficult throw past Gira, I guess, a little bit. Okay, so what am I rolling? 2d20s at disadvantage, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. 2d20s, alright, oh my god, here we go.
We
That's a good
have. Oh god! Alright, what is this one?
Hey.
Holy
Alright,
shit!
so-
16 on disadvantage.
Nice.
You-
Yeah, I got rid of the one.
Yeah, delete it. Yeah, delete that one.
So Kira, you see a flaming log in the corner of your eye.
That freaks him out a little.
So you would see that, almost like you were supernaturally aware of him bringing it closer. The girl you don't know exactly what has happened to the girl herself, but she is very clearly dead, in any like reasonable estimation. Elkhart is turning towards the platform and is yelling something in Elvish. Do any of you speak Elvish? I believe not.
No,
correct?
I don't. Oh no, Mumsy does now.
No.
No,
Doesn't he?
Dwarvish.
Oh,
Dwarvish.
that's right, yeah.
All right,
I
so
didn't take another language. Forgot to. Oh well.
So none of you would understand what she's yelling. There is anger and horror in her voice, like she's screaming for help.
Uh-oh.
And then Gira, you would have a moment as you feel that fire coming towards you. You have more or less like kind of overcome your fear of it.
Oh, you could deflect
But
it. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So you would see something flaming and sense that coming towards you, heading towards the tentacles. They're starting to swim away like eels down the water.
You asking like for a reaction to that, or just noting
So
that?
like reaction, if you want to either try to move.
Can I try to grab the tentacles? Like a
Yeah,
split-second reaction.
Yeah, certainly. If you wanted to roll just against your dexterity, you would be able to try to take a lunge at him.
Let me see what my dexterity is.
Oh, what are you doing? Uh-oh.
He's grabbing the tentacles so they get hit by the fire and blow up.
Okay, 15.
All right. Yeah, you reach down and with both of your hands, you manage to grab up several of the tentacles, and as you're wrapping your fingers around them, there's a squish and a give, but they're struggling fiercely, even though you feel no bones. And as you lift them up, you see them start to curl around your hands. Elkhart recoils at this. Girl has deflated into the water. Rowan, you would see the tentacles around him. And you would also perceive some of the tentacles kind of beginning to wrap themselves around Elkhart's legs. So Gira, you are covered in tentacles, sopping wet, when the log hits the water near your feet. The good news is that since you have grabbed some of them up, those don't explode. So there would be a small explosion, and you would be so you would be scalded by steam, and thankfully it would cause about two hit points worth of damage to you as you are pulling back and up and away, but it confuses and disorients you as the water explodes. And unfortunately, because of the steam, none of the party is able to distinguish anything else from deeper into the river. It
so
kind of settles in the haze.
But we don't know.
Well, what happened to the ones in his hands?
So those are still thrashing around. They recoil in seeming terror for a moment at the explosion in the water, and then Elkhart's are beginning to wrap around her legs as you see her batting at them with her shillelagh.
Oh, I don't have a turn right.
So
it's still my turn, isn't it?
Yeah. So Gira, you would be able to. You've already had a reaction, but if you wanted to take an action, what are you? In that moment with those tentacles wrapped around you, what's Gira's reaction as they twist and scream?
I'm kind of still shaken up by what happened to the kid, but I feel like the split-second decision of what needs to be done just hits Gira. Can I try and grab the one around Elkhart's feet as well while still holding on to the ones that are wrapped around me?
Yeah. I think that would be a much easier task than trying to get them in the water, so you would be able to kind of rip them off with your combined efforts. So you would have them all in your hand. Elkhart would turns and looks at Gira and everyone else. And you could see in the moonlight and the firelight that she's crying, but in that moment when she speaks to you, you hear a note of bravery underneath the horror and sadness. We're all doomed. They're going to burn this forest down. We only have one chance. The river, now that the river's infected, the whole forest is going to be infected with rot. But we can try to end it. Will you follow me to Sylvanus' grove?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Meanwhile, tentacles in hand.
We have to do what we have to do. And as soon as I say we have to do what we have to do, I fucking turn around. I make a fucking beeline for the fire, holding all of the tentacles that I can. I just throw myself onto the fucking fire to make sure that they all die.
While he's doing that, I'm picking up the child's deflated body to do the same. I'm not going to jump into the fire, though. I'm probably just going to lightly toss the
Throw them into there, yeah.
Yeah, lightly toss the child's deflated body into it.
So, Gira, when you say toss yourself into the fire, what is are you planning on just the tentacles? Try to get them in there, or what is that?
Around me are they? If they're fucking constricting me, then I kind of have to straight up jump into the fire.
Yeah. You could have they could be pulled off of you. They don't have enough strength to resist you fully. You've been able to hold on to them so far, so you might be able to, by yourself, with the help of others, you know.
Yeah, can I just like start eating them into the fire then?
Yeah, so you would be able to pull them off and eat them into the fire, and as each one hits the flames and it has a pop and a roar, you would see up in the treetops torches being lit and thrown at the both at the platforms, at the ground, and you would see figures start to light.
They don't fucking play here.
Fire.
These are my people.
So,
these motherfuckers are like instant, immediate infection. Burn it all to the ground. These are my guys.
Yeah, upon her saying that the river was infected, I'd be like filled with a lot of guilt, because knowing that the child was fucked up and we brought her all the way over here. So I'm like, yeah, 100% I want to do anything that we can to
Oh yeah, I'm throwing the child's body into the fire.
So thankfully there doesn't seem to be much of the rot left. Whatever was left went out into the water, but as the loose bag of what the child settles over the plains, it begins to settle. Francis is horrified at the sight, but otherwise, as it burns and pops and withers, Elkhart comes to Gira's side and keeps pulling the tentacles off, casting them to the fire. Thankfully, most of them are thrown in, but you see almost like an oil slick start to spread over the river. Rowan, as well as Elkhart, you would notice that your legs are stained black by the fluid from the girl.
Great.
So you all are have more or less managed to cast off, whatever remaining tentacles that you were able to perceive thrown into the fire. Elkhart is weeping as she looks towards the forest, but begins to set off towards the east without a word.
Wait. Are we meant to follow you?
She looks back. Yes, you can follow me, but we have to move as fast as possible if you want to make right what you've done here and all the death that you've brought into this world. You can come with me and try to make amends at his tree.
I think we must go.
Wait, so did you throw the body of the girl into the fire?
Yeah.
Already? Oh. I'm gonna fucking stop you.
Do you want to try to stop in that moment before he does?
I mean, yeah. Because I feel like that's going too far, you know? I mean, it's not, but it is. Like
I didn't know if she still had tentacles in that body. I was like, fucking burn it. The answer we have learned through multiple altercations with tentacles is fire wins.
That's why I did the sanity check, because I saw the body burning.
Yeah.
Oh. I mean, I feel like Gira would want to stop him, but like, I don't know to what end, you know? Like, we don't have the time to like make a grave or anything.
No, yeah, the ashes is good enough grave. We're following. Everything's burning. They threw down torches. Like this is all gonna burn.
Oh yeah. The entire forest is now starting to light up in flames.
We're just deciding if we want to follow this person to help or if we want to just go somewhere else. I think and Francis really wants to help because he feels very guilty.
We gotta save the forest. Yeah, absolutely.
And
Gira's still like fucking in shock, like he doesn't know what the fuck's going on.
This is the first time I feel like we've actually found someone we can trust to be a good person. Maybe.
Oh yeah.
A good guy.
Okay, well, in that case, since she's already burned, Gira's just gonna like take a moment to like, pay respects to the little kid, and he's gonna be like kind of, upset by the fact that he wasn't able to save her in the end. He knows, it had to be done, like it was the right thing to do. Like, there was really no other choice at that point, but like he's still gonna be kind of, shaken up and upset by it.
Yeah. Rowan, our hand on Gira's. I don't know if I'm even tall enough to get to shoulder, but body in general. Just sitting here like, Not everybody can be saved, but you know what's right, and you know we have to go. And yeah, start following after the elf.
Get up. Something I didn't tell you. Actually, after the explosion, I don't think I told him anyway. There were little leech-like tentacle things in you, and I cut out as many as I could possibly see, but there still might be some in you. And I think that's what your reaction to the fire was.
Well, it won't matter soon enough. We're hopefully going to be dealing with this whole ordeal once we get to where we're supposed to be going, so I still have time. I'm not too worried, but should it come to it, then throw a burning log at me too, if you must.
Absolutely. Just nod
No,
my
it
head.
works.
Just nod my head. Go. Absolutely. I got you.
Okay. I'm gonna look past him. I'm just gonna be like, well, let's hurry on then. Go where Elgato is.
So you set
no
off
time
into
to
the
lose.
forest. Thankfully, with much light at your back to see the way.
Yeah.
As you proceed deeper in, she leads you first east. Francis would notice, even in the nighttime, and the rush of everything, that you're starting to move southeast. As you go deeper and deeper, you notice Elkhart seems to grow weaker. She stumbles tiredly at times, and you could see her grimacing in determination. As you go deeper, Gira would notice a surge of strength in his body the deeper and deeper that you go into the forest, and
Dear
Oh
Lord.
boy.
time begins to almost unwind. There's a sense of unrealness in the air.
Oh my God.
It's still, it's quiet, and then you begin to feel a sort of a darkness settle